Hi guys, once again welcome back to the Gatekeepers TV, your number one sporting channel. As usual, I'm Dennis Keton.
I'm Molly Edwin.
We are here for the biggest match of the weekend. This is Arsenal who will be facing Manchester United. Of course, the match will be where? At Emirates. Remember in the first leg the two teams met. The match was at Old Trafford. Pogba, how did the match go?
Manchester United won that game by 3-1, although they just utilized the chances that or the mistakes that Arsenal made.
So that's how the match went. So right now it's a big one, and right now it's a different occasion as last time. Right now Arsenal are still on top of the table. Manchester United are in the what position? Third or fourth?
Fourth.
They're on the fourth position, of course. Who are
Actually third.
Third.
Yes, we are third after Man City.
After Man City.
Newcastle.
Then Newcastle, yeah. So guys, now you see it means that everybody wants to close the gap between themselves and Arsenal. So Manchester United winning will be a good sign for them, meaning that they'll be in contention of actually clinching this trophy this season. So that means that this game, it's a do or die for them. They actually have to win it. But same goes to Arsenal. For Arsenal to continue enjoying that good run on top of the table, it definitely means that they need to up their game and they really need to win this game. That is what actually makes this match a high-staked up game. I feel like this is a match whereby a lot will be expected of both teams, by the way. And having known that, again, it's never easy to win against a high-profile team home and away, then kazi ipo to Manchester United. Pogba, take me through currently who will not be available in Manchester United and who are your new guys in the team?
Well, Casemiro, of course, won't be available. We saw he had a sluggish tackle and he was given the 5th yellow card, which means he'll miss this game. On the other side, Jadon Sancho is back on training, and remember we have Manchester United have signed a loanee, Mr. Weghorst, from Burnley. So 1 out, 2 in.
Wow, okay, good. So having said that, I feel like also on the Arsenal side, Arsenal seems to, apart from Gabriel Jesus, of course, who is continuing well with his recovery, I feel like most of its team members are fine, they're okay. Saka, is the only player who had a scare last time, but clearly speaking, he's okay. Martinelli, Odegaard, and Granit Xhaka, and of course Partey, they are all okay. So I feel like this is going to be a battle of two teams meeting when they have their full squad, apart from, of course, Casemiro, who got a 5th yellow card, which disqualified him from playing in this game. But that will not be an excuse because it will be guns blazing. Everybody will be in this to win. So the way I'm looking at this game, I'm expecting a lot, considering that Arsenal right now, the gap has been narrowed to 5 points. They were enjoying an 8 gap lead, but after Man City won against Tottenham by 4-2, they were able to close that gap. So for them to continue extending that gap, they actually have to win. But of course, we always talk about the pride of these two teams. There are 2 of the teams in England which have the majority of the fans globally. And that is what has actually made fans across the world to be excited about this match which is coming. So, Pogba, what do you think is the general expectation of fans out there?
Actually, they're expecting a heated match, a match of, we believe now, since this, actually it has been a rivalry since the old times, but this time round it comes a time, the best time where people have feelings that these people are both title contenders. So each one of them, they have their confidence up already, and their pride is, of course, all over. With each one pulling the strings to them sides. So I have a feeling that this one just came at the right moment at the right time.
Do you think Manchester United, having drawn against Crystal Palace, it actually demoralizes them, or it gives them actually a fighting spirit in this game which they are going to face Arsenal?
It gave them anger. They were angry. Actually, we can say a bit of demoralized, but when they look at the table, I guess they just have to keep pushing. There's no otherwise.
Okay, so the two coaches, this is Arteta and of course Ten Hag. I know they will be prepping their teams based on the weaknesses of the opponent. So now it's up to the players when the time comes for them to deliver whatever they have gotten from the two coaches. For me, I feel like since it's a 10-step match, there's a lot of expectation from Arsenal and from Manchester United. I feel like Arsenal needs not to overcommit in this match. If they do overcommit and if they come with a lot of pressure in this game, they might end up losing. Remember, in the first leg, Arsenal never lost because they were a bad team. They only lost because they never took their chances, and they were actually playing a very high line, a big high line, which actually was allowing a player like Rashford to run them over whenever he got a counter and actually make and score those goals. So if they can work on their high line type of play, especially when they're playing against a highly paced or a highly fast team like Manchester, the front three are very fast, so they need to actually work on that. For Manchester side, I think the only thing you need to work on in this game, you'll actually have to make sure that your defense is watertight, because you are going to meet an informed wingers in this game. This is Saka and Martinelli, who will always outrun most of these wing backs. So you have to be careful for that. And of course, Odegaard, Mr. Creator himself, he'll be ready to supply games, to supply balls to the two, and he can score whenever called upon. Thomas Partey, the glue of that midfield, of course. Manchester having missed Casemiro, who do you think is the immediate replacement for him in that position?
Now that I don't know if he will play McTominay, but I think it will be upon the coach himself. He has the hardest task to do on this one.
So between McTominay and Fred, one of them definitely must feature.
We'll have to take that. There's no otherwise.
There's no otherwise, yeah? Mm-hmm. So guys, I think having said that, this is where by now we go straight up and tell you what we think, because at the end of the day, we have to give you our take on this big match. So Pogba, let me throw it to you, because you are a Manchester United fan, and this match is special, it's dear to you, and I know you have expectations on this match. So what do you think?
To be honest, we've seen it's very hard to beat a team home and away. We saw that with Man City. People thought it would be very easy now coming to Old Trafford, do what they did on first leg and thus win the game. But it is going to be a very hard game, and I tell you for free, Arsenal is going to win by 2-1. Actually, with many goals, they would have scored many goals, but United has a very good defense. So without biasness, Arsenal will win this game by 2-1.
Arsenal to win by 2-1. So looking at it, for me, I'll be straight. When the Devils are playing on a Sunday, and Sunday is a holiday, you end up wondering who will be cast out. Will the devil prevail, or will the Holy Ghost prevail and actually be able to cast out the devil? So the Gunners, it's a test for you to confirm whether your Arsenal are well put, whether your guns are loaded, whether you will be using live bullets or rubber bullets. Mm-hmm. So it's time for you to fire. Time to fire is here, and Manchester United, who are the Devils, they will be waiting to receive your bullets. So the question is, will Manchester United have bulletproof vests to protect these bullets from penetrating?
You can't shoot a devil.
Now that's the problem. Mm-hmm. But you see, a devil is like a vampire. With a vampire, we usually use what we call the oak tree. I don't know what the name, the oak.
Actually, the silver bullets. Silver bullets.
Exactly. So they might be coming with that. You don't know how prepared they are, because Ateta will be confirming to us what type of bullets is carried on this. But having said that, for me, I'm going with a straight win for Arsenal. I believe that they deserve to win because of the way they have been playing and pushing themselves. So Arsenal should win this game by 4-2. 4-2. It's going to be a high-scoring game, and it's going to be an entertaining game. That one I can give it to you free of charge. Any parting shot, Pogba?
No parting shot. Actually, we have a fun forum.
Yes.
About that match. So guys, stay tuned, subscribe, more fun, more games, everything.